the Trigger Man, where we play no games and we got good aim. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. The Trigger Man.
All right, your boy the Trigger Man, back in the lab. And today, what we have here, we're doing a job for the car salesman auction guy again. This is him with another one of his El Cheapo jobs. Originally, it was just the quarter panel, and from what I hear, when the body man masked that off so that we can do the body work, when he went to peel it off, all the clear came off. So this definitely has been repainted before, and it's definitely been repainted. And even up here, if you can look, see, like it has edges around where it's been blended before, and it wasn't Trigger Man. Not saying Trigger Man don't do that type of stuff, but this one wasn't Trigger Man. You know what I'm saying? It was the other man. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna seal this, okay? I'm not gonna seal it. I'm not gonna use any wet bed or anything. Matter of fact, the owner of the shop does not like when this guy brings his cars in. When I start using too much stuff on it, he kind of gets irritated because he probably only charged the guy maybe $500 for this. I don't know what the price is, but I know he doesn't charge him much. So he doesn't want much material on here. So I'm not gonna seal it. You know, normally you could put a little sealer over there. You could seal some little spots and kind of get away with it. So any of you guys in a professional shop, of course, you're gonna seal it. You're gonna go about your business. But there may be some guys out there, and that's who this is mainly for, not you professionals, but some guys out there, you might take in a job, and then when you realize you go to working on it, like, you're gonna run into that. You know, you putting tape, you're masking off stuff, and you peel off your tape, clear coming up, you're gonna run into this. You will run into it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a way that you can kind of make it work without all of those different sealers and priming all over the place, especially something like this. Like normally, if you come across with your paint, your base, and you're basing this is one of those things that will definitely fry up on you. And a couple guys have asked me recently if I can do a video on how to prevent frying, you know, when those edges and stuff start wrinkling up. So this is one of those. This is one of those times it definitely would. And if I had enough time to play around, I would go ahead and put the base on there heavy and let you see it'll wrinkle. But I don't need to do that to know that that's gonna happen. Just trust me. So yeah, and paint code LKT. It's a Jaguar, pretty color, pretty green, nice color with some pearl in it, nice color. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a little blend here. You know, we sanded 800 up into here, and I took my scuff stuff in a rag and just kind of give it a little bit of bite, something to adhere, so when I do my blend there. So, well, that's what's going on with this one. And also we're gonna use a medium solid clear. A little 10-minute medium solid clear we got, because this is gonna go today. We wanna get this out the door. And that's what it is. So I'm gonna go mask up, mix up, and we're gonna get to, also, we're gonna use the Sagola 3300, the GTO. We're gonna use that from start to finish. I'm gonna base it and clear it with the 3300. So let's do it. Boop. All right. Just going with a final tack. Tacked it off when I got it in. Before I started the video, tacking it again. Tacking is not tacky. Always tack. You dig? So going at 22 PSI, barely pulling that trigger. I'm just trying to get a little mist, a little color over it. Nothing too crazy. Not like I normally do. Coverage in the first coat. We're not going for that this time. Very light coats. I basically just want to get a little thin layer of paint over the entire surface. You know, nothing too heavy. I'm barely pulling that trigger. Not gonna fan it back that way. I'm gonna actually blow back into the panel. I don't want to start fanning back towards that blend just yet, because I don't want a whole bunch of spray piled up back there. Right now I'm just blowing a little air on there, blowing some air, kind of forcing it to dry up. You want to keep this as dry as possible without making all the sand piling and so forth. So I'm not really doing any blending. I'm not trying to blend out anything yet. I'm just getting color over that. I had a little burn right there on the corner. That's what I'm just covering up right there. Now I'm going back over that area where it looks like it was blended before, lightly putting base on there. Okay, so that's one little mist coat. And also, it's important that you do this with a fast base reducer. It can just be your first coat, and then if you want, you can switch over to a medium or slow. But for your first coat, when you're trying to just get something on here to get a foundation, to make sure that it doesn't ring and soak in through and fry up on you, you want to use a fast. Now, as you can see, that whole little haze that was there, that shininess under the sanded portion, like that's gone. And now you let this sit and dry up real good. And now you can go over it with, say, a medium or slow. I wouldn't use extra slow. And the whole thing you're trying to do with this is give the paint, give it a foundation, you know, some sort of a barrier, you know, in substitute of sealer or something of that nature. If you use a slow base reducer in here, that slow is just gonna sit there and have more time to just soak in and penetrate all through those different areas of the layers of different paint jobs that this thing might have on it. Again, ideally, you want to seal this. That's the professional way to do it, is to seal it. But if you're in a pinch, you ran out of sealer, you don't have sealer, this is what you would do. You did, okay? So as of right now, you know, this has been sitting up about 10 minutes, and this is a whole flat, you know, ready to go surface there, okay? So I'm gonna use fast throughout the whole entire job. I'm gonna use fast just so I know that, you know, nothing will sit there long, that slow base reducer, and just penetrate through. I just wanna make sure this is done, because this has gotta go in like 2 hours. So no time for errors, no time for sanding, you know, no time for none of that stuff. So I just got to get it out the door. So yeah, I'm going to use fast the whole time. And again, I told you guys earlier, I'm going to use the medium solids clear. Go with that. And also, this is a time for you guys out there that like to use reducer inside of your clear coat. This is the time you want to stay away from that. Again, no solvents. You know, the solvents that you would add into the clear, that's something that'll cause it to penetrate through and fry up on you, wrinkle up. So you want to stay away from that on jobs like this, okay? I don't use reducer in any of my clear at all, never have, but some people like to add a little bit and make it flow out, which that dies back the clear, the shine. So, you know, I don't know why people like to do that, but yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, man. We'll go finish up. Okay, and now is where I'll go ahead and do my blends. I'll go ahead and blend out. Blend the panel up there, blend it back into the quarter. Now I'll do my blend into the door. And this is all with fast, so I'm keeping it pretty close to the panel. You don't want to go doing a whole bunch of dry spraying, because you will have that sand piling build up. Then you'll have it all rough, then it'll look messed up. So keep it pretty close. And now I'm on my blend towards the back of the bumper. Nope. I don't want to blend it. Now I'm just hitting it this angle here, just keeping it right on that corner. Right on the corner. And that's what it looks like. You see? Just keep it right on that corner. Do not want a bunch of spray going over there. You see there? Pretty much no color comes off on there. Right on that corner. Now I'm going with my clear coat. Spraying at 30 psi.
Trigger man, why you just didn't go ahead and seal the goddamn thing, Trigger man? You doing all this here old goddamn on magician? Oh man, just seal the thing, brother. Come on, man. That's a whole lot of. But I get it though, man. I guess I get it. You know, there's some guys out there that working in the garage, you know, doing the stuff on the side. You know, they're just trying to make a little buck, man. They're trying to make some side money. They ain't got no whole bunch of money go buying all this material, you know. And their buddies probably don't want to pay a whole lot for it anyway. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, I see your point, Trey. I see your point, man. You know, professional in the shop. Yeah, they got gallons and gallons and gallons of sealer. But, you know, little guys trying to make some money, man. It's rough out here trying to make some money. Trying to feed your family. Yeah, man, I get it, man. I get it, Trigger. Man, I respect that, Trigger. That's honorable, brother. That's honorable. You know? You're always looking out for the little guys, man, you know? Yeah, you guys spraying in the garage. You know, they gotta go buy base, go buy clear, buy reducer, buy activator. You know, sandpaper, tape, plastic, paper. Like, god damn, then they gotta go buy sealer too? Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. Wet bed, like, man, you're doing a little bumper job trying to make a couple dollars to pay your light bill, and you gotta spend every dime. I get it, man, Trigger. Yeah, you gotta listen to Trigger, man. You're doing this stuff from home. Right on, brother. I dig it, Trigger. I dig it, man. At first, I didn't understand the concept, Trigger. Like, just put the sealer down and get the stuff out the door, man. But, yeah, man. Good looking out, Trigger. You got your spray suit on. I like that, man. Everything looking good. You got that door handle out. Yeah, man. Looking good, Trigger. Looking good, brother. Alright, let you get on with your lesson, man. Spray on, Trigger. Spray on, brother.
And this is basically it. Just going ahead with my last little pass here. Last pass into this blend. Hit that little corner that's up under there. And then I'll go ahead, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Do my little blend. And that will be it for the auction guy. Another one bites the dust for the auction guy. So yeah, man, I guess when this guy comes around, you know, this will be times that I can show you guys that are doing it from home little ways to cut costs, because that's what my boss requires me to do, is cut costs when we're doing this guy's work. So, you know, it works out for me teaching you guys and helping you guys with this here, you know. So that's what it is. And this will hold up. This will last. It's not going to be like, oh, tomorrow it's going to come back. And nope, that's it. I'll show you something. It's official, man. I'm not doing no kind of riff-raff stuff like that that'll bite you in the butt. You know what I mean? So that's it. That's another one. That will be looking like out in the sun, in the sunlight. Like I say, man, tell them boys, bring it out in the sunlight if it's done right. And do no good hiding back up in there, man. Don't hide in them lights. Bring them out. Beautiful sunlight here in sunny South Florida. Plenty of sunlight. Bring them on out there, man. Don't be scared to bring them out there. Get them metallics, man. Ain't nothing wrong with them metallics. Oh. Anyway, this boy Trigger. Catch y'all in the next one. Yay. That's a wrap. But yeah, so you guys that were asking me about that, you know, how to prevent that. I didn't look up I couldn't find, you know, who you were, but I'm sure you're going to be watching, and you can drop in the comments if it was you that asked me about that. I said there was about 4 people that asked me to do a video on that. And I didn't even plan for this to be that one. until I actually started. And I'm like, okay, because this is one that would have definitely wrinkled. If I would have based this car the way I normally spray my vehicles, definitely 1,000%. So, that's how I get around it. That's how I prevent it. And again, once you clear it and that clears dry and that thing didn't wrinkle up, it's not going to wrinkle up down the line. Like, that's it. Once that stuff is dry, it's dry, So anyway, this your boy Trigger signing off. Please like, share, subscribe. Ask that you please tell a friend. And after doing so, if you could please tell his girlfriend. Peace.